Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttrading-solutions.com on a Tuesday, 25 July. So welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great week. Been choppy. Got Microsoft earnings just came out. Google, a tale of two stocks. Google's up, Microsoft down. We got the Fed tomorrow, we've got Meta tomorrow, and or PCE, as I mentioned, on Friday. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. Let's get right into it. Again, have an options class coming up in the next couple of hours. Still time if you are interested in that. In fact, we just put on a Google position at the close today. We'll see if that pans out. Very low risk position, by the way. So we'll see how that pans out. And we did get out of the S&P short. I think I mentioned that last time I was with you. Let's get right into the charts, okay? And start with the S&P. So should be able to see the charts there. Okay, let's start with the S&P. We did come out and make basically just came right up to the prior highs. You can see right there. Let's let me see here. Yeah, so we essentially went right back up to the prior highs, which were this is about a week and a half ago. So yeah, the prior high. So you can see we're just basically right up to the prior highs, 4609 or so. You can see that on the chart. Looks like we may want to go higher, obviously. So, but all in all, we haven't really made any progress since I was with you. Really, this was back on the, this actually was on the 19th, and we're just right back to where we were. So we really haven't made a lot of progress. Been lots of choppy trading in the S&P. Was again, we were short and hoping that maybe we'd break through this. We couldn't even get down to here, by the way, on the S&P, down to this 45.53 level. So it'll be interesting to see tomorrow. Obviously, lots of volatility coming in. Mixed bag on the earnings, as we saw. Microsoft's actually down, Google up. So it's kind of a net balance. Kind of takes the indexes just really no change. And a whole slew of other earnings as well. So I would say now we're probably in a trading range. And, if we do go higher, we really don't have a whole lot of distribution or supply areas until we move all the way out to, maybe 46.35, looking at the daily chart. That's going to take us all the way up to these highs up here. And then beyond that, there is a decent level right around 46.50. So all in all, again, lots of choppy trading, not a lot of progress being made thus far. That may change, obviously, tomorrow with the Fed and more earnings coming out. Just again, earnings have just been a mixed bag just all the way around. NASDAQ has still been lagging, nowhere near the highs. As you can see, we do have some levels up here, down here in the NASDAQ. These will be very aggressive because they're in the middle part of the move. So we'll see what happens. Even with the earnings that just came out with the big mega caps, it's kind of a mixed bag. So generally speaking, lots of choppy trading in here as well. Not a lot going on. This would be an aggressive level, and then this is way, way far down. So generally speaking, we're kind of just in the sideways action here on that. So not a lot to do there on that front. Looks like the Dow did finally come up to these kind of resistance levels up here, 35,700, but again, nothing. As you guys know, I don't really spend a lot of time with the Dow. Russell today was just the chop, since all the attention is on the mega caps. Not a lot going on with the Russell. Bonds also just very choppy. Clearly tomorrow we're going to get some tons of volatility in the bond market, but generally speaking, you can see rates have actually started creeping higher, but nothing of any substance here. I think I mentioned this area, big ugly level here in the 10-year, but again, it's been kind of a, again, unless you're super nimble trying to trade these bonds, it's been very, very choppy. Lots of choppy trading since I was last with you last Friday. Really, even the dollar, edging higher, but again, in a very, very choppy manner. Two things: we got ECB on Thursday, first thing in the morning, and they're expected to raise again. Again, remember I mentioned these levels here, but these are kind of in the middle part of the move here. So that's really very challenging to trade in the middle part of these moves. We'll see what happens with the ECB. They are expected to raise again following our Fed. Tomorrow's our Fed, and then the following day is the ECB. And all of the currencies really, for the most part, are essentially just, got lots of choppy trading lately. So, here at TTS, we haven't really been very active on the future side, just because, again, you can see it's just been very, very choppy on the currency side. Bank of Japan is also coming out on Thursday, late night. It's actually going to be Friday for them. But you can see also, again, looking at some levels on the yen, longer term levels. I do expect a ton of movement in the Japanese yen. Probably going into Thursday, coming into Friday, probably have some levels coming in here. Probably this level looks pretty good down in here in the Japanese yen. All the other currencies really just, again, more of the same. So I've been very, very challenged trading in some of these currencies. So we're going to spend a lot of time there with that, particularly now that the Fed, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of volatility coming in. Similarly, all of the metals also have been kind of range bound, and gold did attempt a rally. It's got to break above 1986 to really get us moving. There's some levels up here at 2000. Clearly 2000 is going to be a next level, and then there's something right above that that looks decent. But generally speaking, again, more of the same. Just been, again, very challenged on the futures front lately. Oil did, I think we're looking at about 83 on this. We did pull back to here to the 73. Been, again, kind of a grinding, choppy action going higher. You can see lots of chop in here, and then finally broke out. And we'll see if this continues. There have been some false breakouts along the way here, but looks like oil could be headed back up to the 83 level. We'll see how that goes. We got inventories tomorrow on oil, and maybe that keeps. That's going to be inflationary, by the way, if we have oil continue to go. Nothing really on the. You can see nat gas also range trading. How many times have I said that? Range. That's just these markets are right. So let's see, soybean. We actually interesting. Wheat was actually limit up yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that. Limit up yesterday, right there, and now it's back chopping around here with all the. I think this is the Ukraine the wheat deal that some of you may have heard about. So we do have some levels up top here on the wheat market, which would be interesting to see. One of the things you got to be careful with right here is you don't want to get caught in a limit move. There was a limit up move yesterday. So one of the things about shorting right here in this market, it could be treacherous if you get caught in a limit move that lasts more than one day. So you got to be very careful shorting wheat right now. And then all the rest of the grains are still headed higher, but in a very, very choppy manner thus far. So all in all, again, just very, very choppy trading across many markets. Hopefully that's going to change. Tomorrow's Fed rate quarter point is already baked in the cake. On the stock side, as I mentioned, actually just taking a look at some of the earnings, Microsoft is actually down as we speak. It's been all over the place, really. You can see it was down, now it's up. So this is very typical of earnings. You want to take advantage of the the volatility. Like for instance, yesterday we were looking at GM on one of those options plays that we talk about, and that was all over the place here. You got to wait till the end of the week, towards the end of the week, because if you're going to do credit spreads, or so on credit spreads, you want to wait until the you got 2-3 days, or maybe even a day or two. Last week we did I think I mentioned last week we did a play like that with 1 day left, and that's ideal for the credit spreads. The one challenge if you're doing them on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday is that you still have 3-4 days for the thing to move around and maybe possibly go through the strikes. So that would be a challenge. However, if you go out a little bit later, then you can take advantage of some of the big moves. So that's the opposite of credit spreads. You want to use as little time as possible. The volatility type of plays, you want to have enough time for this thing to move around and really get going. Like for Tesla, with Tesla, we had a huge drop last week, as you know, and that was a great opportunity to get involved in the volatility type of options play that I'm going to be teaching tonight. Okay, so all in all, again, just a mixed bag on the earnings, still choppy. Clearly, bulls are still in control here on the S&P, the stock market. I did mention briefly that last Friday that the AAII numbers are getting very bullish, but again, that doesn't mean that's not a sell signal per se. We still have to see some selling at this point. Looks like sellers are still largely absent. When they come in, what is going to induce the selling? No idea. But even now, you can see just kind of still grinding higher to this point. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so that's going to do it for me, everybody. Again, put some comment on the, since this is a recording, you should put some comments down below. Give me some thumbs up. Again, sign up now that I'm going through the charts. If you have any requests, you can contact us at Transparent Trading, support at transparenttradesolutions.com. I'm also offering, a few free days in with our morning sessions to run through some specific levels. So if you want to sign up for that, and I will be running a free class, not a this options class is an actual class, paid class, but I'm going to start probably a week from tomorrow. I'll run a free class so everybody can join me, and I'll I have a really good topic coming up here as well. So I'll tweet that out, and I'll tell you guys about this on Friday. Okay. Other than that, again, trade carefully coming up. You've got a lot of volatility tomorrow. And the rest of the week really with the Fed, and it looks like earnings are really not, since they're kind of a mixed bag, not as impactful as you would think so far. So in any event, have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Again, give me some thumbs up, put some commentary in the chat box there, and then I'll see you on Friday. Okay, take care, everybody.